Gossipville. Hey guys, welcome back to another Gossipville podcast with Mia and Jay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we have another 90-Day Fiancé episode the other way.
Yes.
This time we have TJ from India and Kimberly from Ohio?
No, Alabama.
Oh, Alabama.
So this is, an interesting couple. They're pretty young. And throughout the season, they've been pretty up and down, volatile.
Right.
She supposedly is a intuitive clairvoyant, I guess.
Okay.
And she can't even predict that, she might be a cause of the rift with the family. So I don't know how clairvoyant and intuitive she is.
So basically, what do we have so far? We have that she's in India.
Yes, she's in India.
He invested I don't know how much money.
He took
building
out a loan.
The apartment.
Yeah, she took out a loan to help build the apartment upstairs above the family, house, if you want to say.
Right.
And then, she's already was upset because the building of the apartment didn't meet her standards with the floorboards. The doors were not aligned right. So it already started rocky. And then, what really tipped it up was the brother confronted her about, how her attitude was and, how she didn't seem like a conformist to the culture. So
that's the main issue.
Yeah.
So that's the main issue.
Yes.
It's a family.
Yes.
But just to be clear, she was kind of really rude. She was rude to the family. Well,
and she gave her excuse that, she's only there for TJ. And if it wasn't for TJ, she wouldn't be there. She wouldn't be in the country. She says she loves TJ, but at the end of the day, she doesn't want to conform. She's really trying her best to push her will of what she believes her life should be instead of conforming to the cultural norms of the family.
But so that's the thing, she wants to live in a country where she's not willing to abide by certain cultural and social demands, right? And just the fact that she's just not, I almost feel that she's a little bit spoiled because TJ did invest a whole lot of money in building her apartment. Now, if she did not want to move in with the family from the get-go, she should have said that. Did she not spend a year in India?
Yeah, she did.
With him?
But, she didn't spend a year, but they were dating and back and forth.
No, I think she lived there for a year.
Yeah,
she lived in the country for a year.
I don't think she spent a year, but she spent some time there with TJ, but she was vacationing. She was vacationing. She wasn't truly living with the family yet. It seemed like the family might have accepted her hesitantly, just like, hey, he's in love, this is his wife, okay. And I think there's a big communication breakdown, right, between TJ and Kimberly about expectations and what is expected of her roles. And it's gonna be tough when you have someone who is strong-willed and you're trying to tell them to conform to your culture.
So this is a situation in hand. Her parents came.
Yes.
Her parents came to India.
Yes.
The day or was it the week before the wedding?
Or 2 days.
Just a few days before the wedding.
Yes.
And Kimberly was already distraught. She was just already over the relationship. So now they have a dinner with guess who?
The parents, yeah.
With the parents.
TJ, Kimberly.
And now TJ meets her parents for the first time.
Yes.
And it was a debacle.
Yes.
At the end of the day, her parents just wanted to know whether or not Kimberly would be in good hands.
Yes,
I feel that during that conversation, TJ was like, listen, this is a situation. There's cultural, social, family issues. And he was kind of very blunt when he said, listen, Kimberly can be very blunt when she's trying to communicate what she feels. And that may be a problem. So, Kimberly did not like that at all. So then she started arguing with the parents, right? With TJ in front of her parents. It was just a mess because, you can't do that in certain cultures, you can't.
Well,
you can't.
She's the tip. I would say she's the typical entitled personality. You know?
At this point, TJ is at his last straw. If you guys see the screen right now, that's when they had the dinner. So last night when he met the parents, he also met his decision. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's going on, because I almost feel that TJ's like, I think it's over.
But
let's go ahead and
let's see what happened here. Poor little Kimberly, who seems to be the victim.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. If it fights, I don't think so.
She made it seem like that.
I know, but
she was the one who initiated the fight with his brother.
Yeah,
let's be real. But then again, his brother was kind of rude to her as well.
Yeah, but he was aggressive.
He did call her he did call her stupid, and she was like, "Well, that's not what you're going to do."
Yeah, but I mean, he was aggressive with her in trying to dictate the rules, right? I mean, that's really what ticked her off. I think at the end of the day, her personality is she doesn't want to be told what to do. She wants to make her own rules, and then when people try to enforce the rules on her outside of her terms, that's when she kicks off. And
wait, but I still think, she has a point in a way, because if she's independent, like in the U.S., she's independent. Yeah, she works on her own. She lives on her own. Everything is alone.
But if you're going to India and you're living with the family, there is no more independence. Come on, do your research, honey.
But that's not true. That is not true. I disagree. No, it is not. Oh. There's plenty of independent women in India. Just because it was considered a third world country, that does not mean that there's not independence.
But now
it just depends on the location. But in this particular case, we have to take it as a family case by case situation. What I feel is that TJ's brother, when he had that conversation with Kimberly, he was trying to exert his own authority. I'm not sure if he was a big brother
he's the big brother.
He's a big brother.
Yeah.
But also I almost feel that the reason he wanted to have that talk with Kimberly was because of Kimberly's reaction when she came the first day and she saw the apartment and it wasn't the way she wanted. So she kicked off.
It was beyond that. It's about the cooking garlic, and so it was more than just that.
Of course, it was. So that was just only one.
Yeah, it's just. But I mean, like I'm saying, what I want to press upon is when she knew the situation, right? To me, you should know culturally, there has to be an adjustment.
Of course.
When you know that you're going to move in with the family.
Yeah.
Any culture where you're moving in with a family, to me, there is a loss of independence because you need to operate as a unit within, like a clog within that unit, right?
You think so?
Because everybody has to live in the house harmoniously, right?
Right.
And if you try to dictate your will and try to change it, it causes discord where there's going to be a lot of bickering.
Right. Okay.
So that's what I'm saying is if in any culture, it doesn't, yes, there's a point there are independent women, but when it comes to your living situation, those independent women still, if they had to live with their family members.
Well, in TJ's case, they had to abide by certain cultural
this was TJ's father's and mother's house.
Of course.
They're just building an apartment at the top, but still, the dad and the mom rules the house, right?
I almost figured that Kimberly doesn't want to disappoint her parents.
I don't know
and now she's just like all regretting it, and she wants to get back with TJ's. But let's see what else we got. Well, what can we say about this? Do you guys think that she is gaslighting TJ to get back with her? TJ, I think that she's trying to influence his train of thought.
I mean, if he can hear me, if I could send a message to him through my mind of just, I guess my energy, sending him a message through our spiritual link and tell him, run while you can, buddy.
Run.
Take a little loss at the apartment. You can eventually pay it off, but run while you can because you don't want to be in a relationship that might cost your sanity.
Yeah, she seems to have some really big anger issues. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to see how this relationship unfolds in the future. But what do you think? Do you think that they're going to get married eventually?
I don't know. This is TLC. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But at the end of the day, I mean, I can say is that, you know, I feel like she's one of those that has this personality that it's either my way or the highway.
Well, guys, you definitely let us know how you feel.
Yeah, TJ, buddy.
It might be the other way. He might fly.
I support you if you drop her. I support you if you drop her, buddy.
Gosh.
Just take the loss on the wedding. Just, you know, save yourself, buddy.
Save yourself. Unless you go the Misha and Nico that way.
Okay.
Gossipville.